Hey, what's up? It's Batman2X here, and as you read up, I'm going to be giving you a full review and spec list and my personal opinion on the PSP Go, released by Sony on October 1st. First, let's get on with the spec list. It has a 3.8-inch LCD screen, no touch, okay? It's 43% lighter than the previous PSP 3000. It has 16 gigabytes of onboard flash memory, Bluetooth support, no UMD drive. It's also got memory stick micro support. It's digital download via PlayStation Network and single analog. First, let's get on to what I finally said, single analog. I think that is, personally I don't mind, but people have been very naggy about why doesn't the PSP have two analog sticks, because you guys know these consoles have two analogs, which is something that a lot of gamers want and need. I personally only, I use it of course for first-person shooters, but I don't mind not having two analog sticks. Only for the games that are necessary, such as Skate, because of course, you know, when you play Skate, you do your tricks and you move with this, you know, you need two analog sticks. But that's not much of a problem for me, but it is a problem for many other people. So Sony getting in gear with the new PSP 2, which I know will be coming out in the foreseeable future, with two analog sticks. Next is on the story of digital download and movies. I love digital download. I am gone into the digital. I love everything. I barely purchase games now because, you know, PC games, I have Steam, so I really don't go out to buy a game for the console. For the PC, the only thing I actually buy games are for my console, and not even sometimes, you know, since they have them on the PlayStation Network and the Xbox Store, sometimes I don't even purchase them. A game that I am purchasing, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and I have my reserve, thanks to my brother that fully paid it off for me. But I think this is a big problem, referring to the 16 gigabytes of internal memory, plus the new, you can have a micro card in it, which I think can add up to like 32 max, maybe 64, if you find a 32 gigabyte card to fit in there. The problem is, what happens if you run out of space? Because of course, you know, gamers are always getting new games, new movies, new content, and putting it on their devices to use. And people that had the PSP old school UMD and play, tired of the game, switch out the UMD. But the problem is with this one, you might have all your games with you, but you might have more than 16 gigabytes of games and media on there. And what are you gonna do? Delete your old game? Delete the games? I think that's dumb. If you could delete them and then reinstall them, that would be fine. But if not, you're gonna have to use different memory cards for everything, which I think is pretty dumb. So either they have to make it higher storage, bigger flash memory, or find a way, because the PSP has a very high graphic intensity, not like the iPhone and the DS. This has more graphics. I have a PSP and I use it, and the graphics from my DS to my PSP and my iPhone are listed iPhone, DS, PSP. PSP has way better graphics than all three. Next is Bluetooth and Wi-Fi support. I like that it has Bluetooth. My PSP, I have the original PSP, doesn't have Bluetooth, so that really aggravates me. Thank you. That really aggravates me that mine doesn't have Bluetooth, because then I have to plug in headphones and stuff like that, and I have Bluetooth headphones that I like to use, which have great sound. And Wi-Fi, of course, it has it. And I heard that it has built-in Skype, which is really good, and it has a built-in microphone, which is something that if you're online gaming, you know, in SOCOM, they have the SOCOM games, that if you're playing, you know, you want to talk, you don't have to have a microphone in your head, it has it built in, so you're just playing there, and you can yell at your PSP like you do your PS3 when people kill you in the game. No UMD drive. People are going to get pissed off because I have a humongous PSP collection and I can't play it on the new PSP Go, but I want the Go because it's smaller and it's more portable. But the only way to get the PSP Go is if I trade in my PSP, and then I have to trade in all my games, and I'm not going to have anything to play. It comes with Rock Band. I don't know if it's a full version. If you have a big UMD collection and you have a PSP and you don't want to, if you want to upgrade, I would upgrade to the 3000 and just wait for the PSP 2. The PSP Go is a good upgrade, but it's not worth trading in your PSP and all your games to get it and get a couple games if you have a humongous collection. if you don't even play some of your games in your PSP and you want to upgrade to have mobile and just data so you don't have to have games, I would do it. If you don't have a PSP, definitely buy it. It's worth the $250, the $249.99 plus tax, and it's available. It's been out since October 1st. It's already October 4th. And it's been selling a lot over these past few days. 43% lighter. I think that's fine. I don't mind lighter things. Makes it easier to carry around, easier to take with you and stuff like that. The iPhone has a 3.3 or 3.0 inch screen, and the PSP Go has a 3.8. So it's a little bit bigger, not a humongous difference in this. It's maybe just a little bit bigger. It's fine screen for gaming because I use my iPhone to play a whole bunch of games on it, and the screen is wonderful. And I heard it's a better screen resolution and better coloring from the old PSP, so that's good. So now I'm just going to give you an onboard spec of what it's going to look like. You have your bumpers up here. You have your music button, dimness screen, and volume on the top. On the bottom, you have your speaker jack and your charger port. On the right side, you have your power button. Right side, you have the power switch like the original PSP has. On the left, you have your Wi-Fi and port for micro SD. On the actual screen, before you slide up, you have a PSP button, both your speakers, your Bluetooth little shiny button, and your Wi-Fi little shiny thingy. When you slide it open, of course, you have the 4 up, down, side, and then your analog next. Next to the analog, you have your start and select, and then on the other right corner, you have your triangle, X, square, and circle. That is the full spec, and then the screen. It is a slide up, not a QWERTY, slide up type of deal, which I think is pretty cool because if you want to close it, put it in your pocket, really portable. It's no bigger than an iPhone width and length. It is a little bit thicker because you have to slide it up, but it's pretty close to size. The colors they have available is pearl, white, and black. I think the PSP should always be black, just like the PS3. The white is nice, if you want to go white, I prefer black because it's more of a manly color to me. It's $249.99, not including taxes. With taxes, it'll probably go up to like $300, maybe $280. The accessories they have available right now are traveling case and a screen shield, which I think is pretty good, and PSP Go in-the-ear headsets. What I want to know is when you go to the store, because what they're doing is they're also selling in-store vouchers, which is, I don't understand why they're doing that, because why would you want to go to a store and buy a little piece of paper to scratch off a code and type that into the thing? Isn't it easier just to attribute or verify your credit card and pay it from there? I understand if you're a kid and you don't have a credit card, you could do that, which I think it's good for kids under the age, but for people like me that have credit cards and stuff like that, even though I'm under 18, I use my mother's credit card. It's no point on going to the actual store and buying a voucher if I can just pay for the game through the thing. Game prices did not change. All games are still, when they come out, PSP games are usually $40. Some that aren't so good are $30. They're still their same price, And every game you can get for the PSP Go, you can get for the PSP original games, because you can still download games and put them in your original PSP. But you don't have 16 gigs of internal, you have it external with a memory card. Next thing I want to talk about is performance. Since it's a memory built in, it performs faster than the old one, which is something that I really like, that before it would slow down, and it would load the game, take longer. This one, snappy, really snappy. It works way faster than my old PSP, and I've used both already. To end this topic, because I'm already at 9 minutes, I want to talk about my personal thoughts of the PSP Go. I would buy it, even though I have the old PSP, because I like to advance myself in technology a lot, and I would love to get a new one. I'm not personally going to pay for it, because there's no point. If someone wants to give it to me, I will take it. You know, send it to me. I'll get a PO box. But this was just my quick little spec review of the PSP Go. It's a great product. Sony, you did wonderful. Sony, you're really stepping up your game now with the new PS3, price drops, new PSP Go. I can't wait what they're going to see in the foreseeable future. Stay tuned to my next review of next products, new products. And can't wait for Call of Duty, can't wait for new games. This is Bad Matt 2X signing out. Peace.